In the Go Prayer book, please turn to page 27, I think. That's the page number. Yes. And we'll start by reciting a 7-limb prayer on page 27. Gosum gu pe gone cha tse lo nge sham yi tu che ti ma lu bu to mene sa di tun tam che sha ke pa ge wa nam la Rang Korwa Matom Bardule June Drola Cheki Kolo Korwa Dang Da Jengena Janju Chen Borgo. Turn to page 97. And we'll cite the short mandala offering at the bottom of the page. Sashi perki shushing metok tamri raglishi ni Sangye Shindu Mikte Hua Yidro Nam Dak Shila Chirpa Shok Lama Kadampa Kenam Kichu Kukala Kense Jujintik Jita Tsampe Duje Zima La Shakyamuni Idam Guru Ratamadalakam Niryatayami. Chudan Soki Chonam La Janchu Bardu Dani Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyangi Pesanamgi Dola Penchir Sangye Dupasho Chudan Soki Chonam La Janchu Bardu Dani Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyangi Pesanamgi Dola Penchir Sangye Dupasho Chudan Soki Chonam La Janchu Bardu Dani Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyangi Pesanamgi Dola Penchir Sangye Dupasho
Welcome back. Welcome back to the class. Maybe 2-minute introduction. 2 minutes.
Is it somewhere online?
I don't think it's translated. So, in English. You mean in English? You mean in English?
Is it in English? Yeah,
No,
I would
no.
need English. Yes.
No, it's in Tibetan. I don't think. Sorry, I don't think it's translated. You can translate. You can translate. Tibetan. Yeah.
Last week you asked us for suggestions
Uh,
about the next topic.
uh.
I had one request for comma lighting, and then another person just had like several phrases in the foundation of all good qualities that she wanted clarified. So I don't think that's a relevant topic, but I could write that up as a question for you to answer sometime. But those were the only two requests for our next topic.
What kind of question on karma binding?
One was the comma biting was
Foundation of
request
good
for the next
quality.
topic.
Foundation of
Let me bring it over. I've got it. So in stanza 8, questions about what exactly is meant by the three types of morality. In stanza 11, the two teams, and in stanza 14, explaining Vajradhara.
Oh, thank you very much. Very good. So, last Wednesday, today probably I'm going to finish up this text, hopefully. Finish up this text, hopefully. Last Wednesday, I explained one meditations, how to deal with if you ever experience like if you ever experience or you evil force called de in Tibetan words called de kek. There's like what is called interference force. If you experience one of them, what kind of thought rise? Question is, what kind of thought rise? Fear or what? Fear. So, fear is rooted in what? I mean, directly, not like, of course, ultimately, all the disturbing thought is rooted in ignorance. But directly, indirectly, yes, ignorance, that's the right answer. Directly, attachment. No attachment, no fear. Is that true? Yeah, no attachment, no fear. There's no. So now, what do you do? What one should do when you experience evil force presence, or like, what do you call another one? Interference forces. Yeah, interference forces. So what do you do? And how you deal? Yeah, of course, people use all kind of. You could say prayer. You could say mantra. You could lock your door. Turn off the light. Turn on the light. All kind of things. The mainly it's important to understand is caused by attachment. Attachment to life. Yeah. So that's. So how to deal with that? How to deal? If the cause is like attachment to this life, that cause fear. So now the question is how to deal with the cause. How to deal with the cause. What kind of method or technique you use. So now, last Wednesday, the meditation I explained like offering oneself. That's the one way to detach. Or loosen up that, like holding so tightly on self out of fear, and like how to loosen that up. So long as the cause is there, so then like there will be fear. So the question is, what kind of technique that you use to detach yourself, or focusing on your the beside what you want, or maybe focusing more on what they want, that evil force, than like interference force. So there could be ghost, hard to say, could be ghost. So that's why so this meditation is suggesting that even though you give up yourself, it's like it's all happening in the mind. It's not really practically happening. It's not like they are going to come and finish you up. It's not like that. They are going to come and finish you up. It's not like that. Fear is part of the mind. So exercise, the very exercise that you do, is a part of the mind. It's not like if you offer yourself, it's not like that they are going to finish you up. It's not like that. So the bottom line now, how to deal with the fear. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So there's the one meditation that the Lama here suggests. So just body is like product of sperm and egg. That's what it is. Not ultimately, there's nothing really to attach. So eventually, this will disintegrate, whether we like or not. That's the fact. It's nothing to do with the religions. So that's how the meditation starts. Fear based on attachment towards this life, basically this life. You don't see mind. What you see is your body. That's all you see. You don't see your mind. The mind doesn't have shape and color. That's hard to see. So what you see is your body. So basically attached to this body, and this body is byproduct of sperm and egg. That's the meditation means mental exercise. That's what it thinks. Then eventually it will disintegrate. Then you realize there's really nothing to attach. Ultimately, not temporarily, but ultimately, there's really nothing to attach. Then, according to Buddhism, it's not just because we've been changing physical form, beginning this time till now, we've been changing all kind of physical form. This is not the first time that's just changing. This has happened many times. So there's the beginning of meditations. So then you, as any knowledge of emptiness that you have, then you pause on that. Right after that, this body ultimately there's nothing to attach, because this is the byproduct of mother's egg and father's sperm. That's what it is, and ultimately it will disintegrate. There is nothing to attach. Then right after that, then you meditate on emptiness. You meditate on emptiness a little while. You just meditate on it. Instead of like I was worrying about this external evil force, the external interference. Rather than focusing on those things, it doesn't help. You focus on that, then you just meditate on emptiness. Basically, has a placing all your attention on something that's no color, no shape. It's almost like space. Right after that, you just focus on something that's no. You could say that's nature of mind. You could say that's your mind. Yeah, it's also technically it's correct. You could say you just pause on that. You just meditate on that, concentrate on that. Something like space, no color, no shape. Right after that, you meditate. Meditate. So now the second part, how to deal with now this fear This fear is directly caused by attachment. So now how to detach? How to detach? One way here, the Lama is suggesting offer your body, offer your body. If there's evil force, interference force, if they want, how to say what they want. So basically, whatever you want, even including my body, just go ahead, I will offer voluntarily, deliberately, happily, out of compassion, not out of fear. So then, then that, that offerings make them satisfied. So their satisfaction destroyed their, the mindset, maybe they are also out of fear. It's not like because they are angry, not because of they're angry, because of that they are harming someone, because out of fear they're harming something, out of fear. They also have fears. So whatever the mindset, those evil force, there's many different kinds of evil force out there, and there's many the interference force caused by this invisible, many different types of invisible beings, maybe out of attachments, mainly out of fear cause. So all those minds, you make offerings out of compassion, they satisfy them, their satisfaction destroyed all this disturbing thought, their disturbing thought, and help them to liberate from samsara. So then mentally, there's huge things. There's something very great things to do mentally. So maybe the fear will die down. Fear, because so all the focus on that meditations, not on the fear, then fear will not. Or you can meditate on compassions. They are like whether you see them or not see, because they don't have like this physical body like we do, so therefore they live long times. So they also have tons of problems. They're also looking for every single second, they're also looking for happiness, exactly like you do. Same thing. So there's ground for develop compassion. You have probably no clue how much suffering they go through. Probably they're going through suffering much more than we do. We don't have problem going out during the daytime. We don't have problem coming out of the light. So they probably can't come out of light. They have like much bigger suffering than human do, that human has. So then, maybe if you are, this meditation is not very suitable for your mind. So the bottom line, why Lama is suggesting these meditations, whenever you experience this kind of situations, the best thing is to how to deal. Why there's fear? Because of attachment. Then how to deal with that attachment? Maybe need to detach. And how to detach? One way, according to this meditation, suggesting make offerings. So if then right after the offering, if they finish you up, so then you have to think twice. That's why it's not going to happen. So then you have to think twice. But the how to deal with the fear, that's the main issue here, main point, how to deal with the fear. You can meditate on compassion, loving kindness. If that helps to deal with the fear, that's good. Okay? This is the questions here. So, offering as an aspirations. Yeah, you could also do that. So the bottom line, the fear, every single fear caused by attachment, that's something needs to be understood clearly. If you don't have attachment, you have no fear at all. So now the second meditation, okay? Second meditation, how to deal with the sicknesses. Sicknesses, mainly physical sicknesses, and using emptiness, meditation on emptiness as a technique, how to deal with the sicknesses. So I want to finish this up. Yang Lu la neso neba jume says, sickness is harm, is physical harm, whether it's like caused by imbalancing internal element, then probably you say chemical imbalance. Tibetan medicine talks about like internal element imbalance cause all the physical problems. So maybe chemical imbalance, whatever the cause, so there's sickness is actually is harm caused by something is not right. Air and the heat, or the water and the wind, there's some things get imbalanced and then people get sick. Never do it a pay, so only from this little down. Ransom Hiruka Sawa Dewachim being never teases. So now there's this meditation is a little bit related to tantra practice. So what do you do? So you say a word pay. No, needs to be loud. You can't just say pay like that. Needs to be a little loud. Okay, so you remember the meditation I taught you, like mixing your mind with the space. In the space, the word pay. So that's mainly, generally speaking, pretty much comes in of the mantras in the pay. So the pay, there's the sacred word. The power of the word kind of shoots out, or maybe something. It's like these words kind of like push out something, push out something, get rid of something. Here, physical sicknesses, pay, che jola, ranglu pamju shindo, lu ling tangs. So then here again, pretty much same. Basically, detaching yourself with the body or life, detaching yourself. Okay. So, and see if this works. If this works, this is what it's for. And that like giving up, that needs to be sincere and genuine. It's not just, cannot be like fake, like it needs to be sincere and genuine. When you do, better to do it well. Rangsem Heruka Sawa, Heruka, that's like Chakra Sambhava. That's why I'm saying this meditation is related to the tantra practice. So the Chakra Sambhava is mentioned here. You could use like Yamantaka, you could use Manjushri, Tara. I think you can use all of them, so I don't see why not. Rangsem Heruka Sawa, Rangsem, your mind. When you say after a word pay, so then that kind of word kind of like push out all this attachment towards life, towards body, kind of push out that attachment. So, okay. So then your mind become this particular deity, whether it's Chakra Sambhava, Gya Samachara, Kala Chakra, or like Yamantaka, then so on and so forth. So that your mind become that. Dewachim be ngo never tease. Om aung shi jebe, shada doji ludi shiki shini. So then, right after that, when your mind becomes this particular deity, if you are familiar with practice, if you are doing certain deity yoga practice, you can certainly use that. So then your mind becomes that deities. Then right after that, you say this word Om Ahum, okay? Om Ahum. This is mentioned number. You could say 1, you could say 3, or 1. Actually, this is the mantra to making offerings. Om Ahum. Shada deje ludi shiknes didi janzo chimbushi jurus. So so then the base on Vajrayana practice. So the mandala offering also like offering your body, your whole body. You're visualizing part of your body as like, there's 37 hip. You visualize part of your body as like you divided your body into 37 hip, then you offer that. So that's like, detaching yourself self from the body and life. Then this body, your body and all the sicknesses, whether it's like whatever the sickness is, this all become like bowl of nectar. Nectar transform into bowl of nectar. Nectar, amrita, in Sanskrit called amrita, nectar. You could, like you could also say a bowl of nectar, or maybe like it's become like lake of nectar, or maybe ocean of nectar. It transforms into, when you say Om Ahum, then your whole body, that with the sicknesses all become like ocean of nectar. So then what do you do now with this nectar? What do you do? Usually nectar, like the inner offerings, when you do like tantra practice, that's like small, like that typical containers that you put like something there, so then you make offerings from your this left hand. So that's like nectar, that's called amrita. So then you make this, like oceans of nectar, that you are transforming your body, that all the sicknesses transform into ocean of nectar. So then you make nectar offerings. To whom? To all sentient beings, all Arya beings, all sentient beings. Ngwebe the Pawan Namji Diji Chebe, Niji Denge, so Ridu Simji Tamji Diji Simji. So then that kind of like satisfy all the Arya beings, all the beings, not all sentient beings, that include, being that, human, visible being, invisible being, all being, every living being. So that's called, that's like making, transforming your body and all the sicknesses, transform that into ocean of nectar. So basically you are making nectar offering out of your, based on your body and all the body that has sicknesses. It doesn't have to be sicknesses, but when you are sick, so that's meditation that this author suggests. So kind of like satisfy them, fully satisfy them. So minute they use this ocean of nectar, the body, all the sicknesses transform into ocean of nectars, and you make offerings. Minute they use these nectars and satisfy them, and like this kondo song means like when it goes into their body, so was nimo paja cheva tamji tarnes, and that completely, that power of nectar that completely purify all their defilements, all their negative thoughts, completely purify, then become Heruka. In this case, Heruka or Tara or Vajrayogini, like Chakra Sambhava, Gya Samaja Tantra, Yamen Takas, all this, they become like that. They become enlightened in form of Heruka. Okay. Then environment that you are in, and it all become like almost like how is a mandala. It's not just ordinary environment, So now the whole body transform into the ocean of nectars, and you make that offerings to all the sentient beings and all the Arya beings, and they are content. Minute they consume that nectars and purify all their defilement with the tendencies. So they then become enlightened in the form of whatever deity that you're going to use, or Tara, or whatever deity you use, become that. Then environment you are in, it becomes something very, almost like mandala. It's not just ordinary, like, oh, the shape is not good, the color is not good, it's not clean, there's dust here, dust there, it smells something here. It's not like that. It's almost like mandala. So that's what you do when you visualize mandala through reading the sadhana. So then you're creating this environment. Mentally, you're creating an environment based on the text that you recite. And you you create one door in the east, one door in the south, one door in the north, one door in the west. Then you create everything all of a sudden. Then slowly you enter into that. And everything is just perfect. Just pure. There's no impure. Tabaramjam, just pure. All the people are, Dhaka and Dakinis. All this environment is like a mandala. Nowadays, the Tabishinga to do some like core tamje tongs. Samsara become empty. Samsara become empty. No more beings there. Nuju. Tabaramjam, ne environment, ju beings in the environment, Therefore, ne ju, ne means environment, the beings are environment, just become perfect, pure. There's no impure. There's just pure. Environment, just pure. Beings inside environment, just pure. That's how you gain this realization of seeing just pure. Just pure, Taba Ramjam. In Tibetan word called Takpa Ramjam. Taba Ramjam. Oh, that's called Taba Ramjam. Oh. So dagi ten tamje dubnyam do gado shushimugums. So then in the end you rejoice. Now all your wishes is fulfilled. Because everything is pure now. Everything is pure. All the wishes are fulfilled. So they need to rejoice. Or generate a lot of joy. Okay, gomje. Nawa di tamje, veji, number, different things. So now, whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever, like through five senses, shape, color, eye consciousness, smell, nose consciousness, sound, ear consciousness, taste, tongue consciousness, everything tactile from the body consciousness. So the beyond that, so things like, year, week, month, day, time, all of that is like those five senses can correspond with those things. But those things does exist. Month, year, day, time, what else? Space, probably there's many things. These things do exist, but corresponded by mind. Six mental consciousness. That's called six senses. That's called six senses or five senses? Six senses. How many senses?
In the West, we have five senses.
Oh, that's good news. That means West there's no mental consciousness. That's very good news. Maybe Tibetans are the only one who has six senses. If you have only five senses, how you explain week, day, month, time, space, through eye, or through nose, or through ear, or through tongue, or through body? How you going to explain? If there's no six mental consciousness, if there are no six senses, there are certain things that need to explain. So that's how we get all the information through our six senses. Then, recycle them, or maybe sometime learn how to delete them. Not just delete, completely delete. Sometimes delete, then put into garbage can, and sometimes then bring it back, recycle. Oh, yeah. So once you delete from the garbage can, then it's gone for good, probably. So there. No. Nowadays, everything we experience through five senses or six senses. I'm not sure which one. all of that. Nowadays, all your perception, your whole world, your whole universe dissolve into light, form of light. Then that light dissolve into you. Raya, then you yourself dissolve into light. Ningi used to do this, yeah. Ningi used to do this. So whole your whole universe means whole your experience dissolve into light. Okay? That light dissolve into you. You yourself dissolve into light. So that light dissolve into center of heart, center of your heart. Nige used to do the kaya minabe tongsan nangwa tabos. Then it become like space. No color, no shape. When they dissolve into center of your heart, it's just then there's only what is left is space. Nige used to do the kaya minabe tongsan nangwa tabos. Like space. Empty, but it's like space. That's what's left. Where the significance is, that's what's left. That's what's left. Nothing. Ngarje tawa ngebar temper chela ransim deje hinji chebe ishizu sawa ti nilo tombani juna judo chede ti tindu tsejudo jochido just then remain there long as possible. Remain there long as possible. Let me repeat it again. It's important. Whole your universe, all your experience dissolve into light. The light dissolve into you. Then you yourself dissolve into light. That light dissolve into center of heart. Center of your heart. So then, now if you wonder what is left, something left that looks like space. That's all is left. Nyamsha tele lamba nas rangi lamba na rangi lungsem dedonizu mebi ishitini peroge yuji kutonge lambi mivatans. So when you come out of that meditations, what are you supposed to visualize? Nyamsha lamba na. So when you come out of that meditations, your mind with the energy, as I mentioned before, every thought comes with energy. Without energy, thought cannot travel, according to Vajrayana teachings. That's how the thought travels, because of energy. So without energy, thought cannot function. Lung sim, jubachik. That's like, it goes together. It can separate. When you come out of these meditations, your mind and energy, that what is that? That's like looks like space. That's what is left. So that losing the donism maybe ishis. So then that when you come out of that, so that your mind and your energy become the very beginning of these meditations, your mind become that particular deity, where there's like chakra sambhava is mentioned here in the text, could be Kala Chakra, could be Gya Samaja, could be Yamentaga, could be Manjushri, could be Tara. Whatever Deja Yoga practice you do. Or could be, just Buddha. So if you don't have any Deja Yoga practice, could be Shakyamuni Buddha, your own future Buddha, your own future enlightenment. Like that, So that, so then that your mind and energy, when you come out of that meditations, then your mind and energy become that, okay? So Jawa Tamji Deji Hinji Jebe Ishi Chidu Deba Suchi Kushawa Te Ngawo Onyando Ngaja Shukda Gomje. Then Jawa Tamje means all the enlightened beings, Deche, the great bliss. Thinji Jebi Yishis. So see, this is a little bit difficult to explain. So now you see when there's like statue with the consort, so now the color chakra. This is beyond ordinary beings concept that we don't understand. We don't understand. So what you call like, yeah, there are many, many different practices before that. There's many, many practices that done through visualizations, and try to draw your white bodhicitta from your crown chakra all the way to the tip of your organ. That's another chakra. There's how many chakras? 5 or 6. Maybe America, a powerful country, probably might have more. America is a powerful country, probably may have more. So according to Vajrayana, there's 5 of them. Maybe last month, 2 months, maybe more than a month ago, when I was in California, so they say there are 7 chakras. I say, I'm not surprised because America always has more. So I'm not sure. So anyway, there's 5 chakras. So what are you trying to do? That's what is this, start with consort. That's what it's for. To draw these white bodhicittas, located in the crown chakra, to draw all the way to the tip of your organ, then you don't lose that. Ordinary person, they just lose. This only happens only one time. The great practitioner, they just bring back all the way up. So they experience multiple bliss. So that can be done with the consort, that's like highest level of Kriya Tantra, Charya Tantra, Yoga Tantra, highest Yoga Tantra. This only happens in the highest Yoga Tantras. There's 2 stages, generating stage, complete stage. Generating stages you are just visualizing, and the complete stage that really happens. This is not how is so then based on that, deity with the consort, then Tantra has been very misinterpreted. People will get nowhere. They will get nowhere. Nowhere. See. So what they do, this, way before that, generating stage, complete stage. The actual things happen in the complete stage, the highest Yoga Tantra. 2 stages. Generating stage, there are multiple practices that you do through visualizations. So what you do when you experience this bliss is not just pleasure, that you utilize that pleasure, you utilize that joy, and then you transform that joy or bliss to transform as actually to concentrate or to actualize emptiness. So now next time when you see the word unification of, how is it? Bliss and avoidance. That's exactly what it means. Bliss and avoidance. Avoidance is emptiness, no different than emptiness. Avoidance, there's different translations. In English, there are so many translations. Basically, avoidance, emptiness, shunyata, these are all the same thing, mean the same thing. So unification of avoidance and bliss and avoidance, they don't need to be issue. That's exactly what it means. How you explain? The very bliss that you experience, you actualize that, you utilize that bliss. Bliss or bliss? You utilize that bliss. You don't. The normal people, they have no idea what to do. They just, it happens so fast and finish. So they, they bring through that bliss increase when the white bodhicittas come from crown chakra to drop down to throat chakra. Bliss increase each time when it go through the chakras. The amount of bliss tremendous increase. Then of course when it's come up, when you bring up, that the bliss kind of multiplies. So that very bliss is not just small, it's huge. So that very bliss, then you utilize that bliss to see, to transform into wisdom, realize emptiness. So that is what it means. Unification of avoidance, bliss and avoidance, that's what it means.
It's voidness, not avoidness.
Voidness, yeah, voidness. I'm not sure what that means.
It's like emptiness.
Huh? Yeah, same thing. They don't, same thing. Same thing. Better to stick with one word. Or maybe emptiness or shunyata. Shunyata sounds much better than emptiness. They don't use maybe issue. So now you know whether somebody is qualified to have concert or not concert. If that person has ability to draw back that white bodhicitta all the way up to the crown chakra, that person is qualified to have concert. Other than that, so then people misinterpreted tantra teachings and do all kinds of things, get nowhere. It's just creating the cause for hell. That's all. That's what it is. So it will not happen. So need to tell the truth. Sorry. So then need to warn you. Need to tell the truth. It's like riding a blind person riding a horse. Blind person riding one of the fastest, more powerful horse. The rider has no clue because you cannot see. You can't see. That's what's going to be like that. But whatever said in the text needs to be tell the truth. Then then leave up to the people whether they want to practice or not. So you need to tell the truth. So if somebody out there, they really have karmic tendency to become successful Vajrayana practice, so they get the right information, so they will be more successful. If you just tell people, maybe look at what they like, what they don't like, it's not good. You can say something they like, you can just avoid something they don't like. It's not helping them, it's harming them, it's not helping. So better to do it in the right way, right way. So, so then otherwise, you'll be fooled by all this kind of promotion about tantra teachings. And you think, maybe something would happen, nothing would happen. If you have no clue about shunyata, tantra means nothing. Yeah, it is quickest path. It is the quickest path. Yeah, it's right, it's quickest path. But, it requires some foundation. Without foundations, it requires eyes to see. Otherwise, you could ride, somebody can put you on the fastest horse in the world. You have no eye to see. How you control? Can't control. Anyway, so that's like that. Next time, if somebody somebody tells, I'm so and so, I was enlightened, the first thing you ask, get on the roof, pee down, and ask them to take it out. Bring it back. If they bring it back, so then probably they are enlightened. Without that, then they say, I'm so and so, come here, do this, do that. You can't do. You ask them to jump on the roof, pee down. Ask them to bring it back if they can, so maybe no more test needed. So there's that's what happened. Bring down, bring up, bring down, bring up, and trying to use that bliss. There's so much bliss has been generated, especially when it's coming back. So then you utilize that bliss and to see the shunyata instantaneously, you'll be liberated instantaneously. Tene nyamja la jawa tamje deje lenji jebi yishe. So that's what is like unification of voidness, bliss and voidness. That's exact. Now you have some ideas. That's what it means. What that means. The meaning of that word or term. Unification of bliss and voidness and bliss. Now you have some ideas what that means. So Jawa Tamjijo, all the enlightened beings, that it sounds much better in Tibetan. They don't use Ishis, They don't use Ishi, but English probably I'm not sure how it sounds. Ishiji Chigdo Juba Suchi Kushawa de Ngao, so all the enlightened beings, that particular unification of avoidance and bliss, that appear into the form, then you say, that is me, at the very end of the meditations. That's how the meditation ends. Okay? All your whole universe dissolve into light. The light dissolve into you. You dissolve into light. The light dissolve into the center of your heart. Remain there 1 minute, 2 minutes, doesn't matter. So then longer. When you come out of that, so then when you come out of that, so that your mind and energy that become this particular deity you've been visualizing beginning of the practice, beginning of the meditations. So that one, what is that? That is all the enlightened beings, the unification of avoidance and bliss and avoidance. That's what it is. Then that appears into physical form. Then you say, that is me. That's how the meditation is. This is called divine pride. Divine pride. Not like, someone who has all this problem, that problem, this problem, like problem. No, not like that. No, you can practice tantra successfully if you think you are just somebody with all kind of false. You cannot practice tantra successfully if you don't generate divine pride. You can't practice tantra successfully. So that's the one obstacle. Hirukani dejeliji jibi ishi dansa yum nanjo mani nilu tongmani ji chunji. Chunji himbeza rangsem dejeliji jibi ishi nilu tongmani la deme rochi do sowane yum da joshi pyonzu chibi tuyi la so. Yum nanjo mani nilu tongmani So see, so now next time when you see the concert, deity with the concert, the male figure, they symbolize. The male figure, they symbolize unification of voidness and bliss. That's what it symbolizes, male figure. Female concert symbolize shunyata, emptiness. Tongpanyi ji tsunji yinpe, rangsel dejenji jibi nilu tongpanyi la teme roji do songwani yumda joshi pyonzu chibi. That means that unification of voidness and bliss and avoidance. How you say? Bliss and avoidance. Bliss and avoidance. Just voidness. Just voidness. Unification of bliss and just voidness. Huh?
Well, we're saying take out the letter A, not to say avoidance, but just
Voidness. Voidness. They don't. Sorry, I have no will to learn that word because I already know in Tibetan, so that's why I don't have will. Or sometimes you feel like you are learning all over again. Yeah. That's it. Now next time, unification of bliss and voidness. Some progress there. Voidness symbolize male figure. Shunyata symbolizes emptiness. So they're very blissed, trying to see emptiness. That's why they are like concert. They are like hugging, holding each other. That means that voidness, the way this bliss, so much bliss been generated, that the bliss practitioners try to utilize that bliss to see shunyata, emptiness. That's why this male figure and female figure embracing each other. So that's the kind of image that people should get, rather than just having some kind of like ordinary like sexual activities. That's a misunderstanding. So that's exactly that is what what they symbolize. That's what it symbolizes. So so then otherwise there's a lot of problems. Some like somebody claimed they have high realization and like asking some women to come with them. So then ask them to jump on the roof first before you say pee down, bring it back. So that's why there's so many problems. Yeah, of course you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. So therefore, in Gelugpa traditions, Lama Tsongkhapa is right from the beginning very practice tantra, very like has secretly. It's not like Lama Tsongkhapa. That doesn't mean Lama Tsongkhapa don't know tantra practice. Of course, Lama Tsongkhapa knows every practices. But ethics is the most important thing. There's nothing above ethics. In Lama Tsongkhapa traditions, so much emphasis on ethics, moralities. So then, whether you are qualified to practice tantra or that's individual business. So Lama Tsongkhapa did not promote that, and Lama Tsongkhapa himself practiced very secretly. Then some of his disciples may witnesses, but in normal, in our ordinary people's view, Lama Tsongkhapa is just remain like monk. So like very much. That's why the yellow hat, color yellow, symbolize ethics. Ethics is most important. So otherwise, like then people do all kinds of things. That's not good. Sorry to say all of this, but so need to understand. So I have moral responsibility. People who come to Kadampa Center to tell them truth. Moral responsibility. So then, in the end, you generate divine pride, divine pride. So that measure, Tony Rangsem, the relationship, Nilo Tomani, Timmy Roger, so on, Yunda, George, Pizuchibit. That's why next time somebody asks why there's male and female embracing each other, that's how you explain. This is not what you think. You may be thinking something wrong. That's not what it means. It means something much deeper. The male figure symbolizes the bliss that's generated by drawing the white bodhicitta down all the way to the tip of the organ, then bring it back. So that multiple bliss, and that symbolizes the male figure. And the female figure symbolizes shunyata. So then why they embrace that very bliss, trying to actualize the shunyata? That's why they are, embracing each other. That's my view. That's how you explain. Okay. Chindu the temper change. Razin dewa chimbe. Also want te nilu tongba ni ngando tijidu netu chaso. Tele lamba now kansa the like. So then after that, just pure tabaramjam environment, mandala, all the being inside environment is like draka drakini, no false. No false. False? False. No false. T. Fault. No false. No false. Just pure. Tabaramjam. Tira na kansa tamje lai kudas. Laba rangsem dendong ishi. Lagu shawa inyam dugu mojo. Dorshiji did not now summarize. Summarize did not Koa de la Idekaya me nyamdo Nijung. So now here, this is good. Renunciation, a lot of time people misunderstand renunciations. Renunciation, what it means? Renunciation means that you develop this mindset or this realizations that everything that's happening in your universe is not reliable. Not reliable. When you say an English word, not reliable, does this has negative connotations? Does it have negative connotations? But in Tibetan, it does not have negative connotations. Ide refers to change. Everything change. People change, mind change, interest change, friendship change, relationship change, season change. Everything change. They need to have their knowledge right from the beginning. Right from the beginning, whatever you are getting into right from the beginning, it is very, very important to have that knowledge. Once you have this kind of like realizations right from the beginning, that is renunciations. Those you do not call the ide kaya menyam to ninjus. No renunciation doesn't mean or don't do this, or don't eat ice cream, or don't sing a song, don't dance, or just be miserable. Doesn't mean like that. So this is very important. What kind of mindset you have to have in order to develop renunciations? What kind of mind you are going to have when you develop renunciation? You have these realizations that everything will change. You can rely on power. That's not the best choice of word. Maybe cannot count.
Cannot be relied upon.
That's a better word.
From the foundation, they translate that.
Yeah.
Cannot be relied upon.
That's better than rely on.
Can't count on it.
Yeah.
Relied upon.
So the word does matter. So whatever, so basically, things change. Be ready. Don't fool around. Nothing will change. That's fooling yourself. You could say nothing will change. That's not going to prevent change. Things will change. Season will not change. Summer will be here forever. You can say, but that's not going to be true. There will be no summer forever. There will be winter, spring. So what it means like don't fool yourself. Things will change. Be aware. Enjoy. Be aware. Things will change. So that realization will generate it. Masimji ditamji da chibi toltoba shi cha. Teach to sanji komba toba chao nyamdu chanju sim. What is bodhicitta? Now okay. What is bodhicitta? It's the mind, it's the mindset, it's the will, it's the interest to help every single breathing, living being on this planet. Every single one of them. Liberate them. Therefore, I need to achieve full enlightenment quickly as possible to do that, to be able to do that. That is bodhicitta. All my experience, my universe is my perceptions. It's my perceptions. It's a reflection of my mind. My mind, nature of my mind is empty. It's like space. You can't show. You can pinpoint, you cannot show, but you experience. All the reflection of my mind, your experience, your perception, these are the reflection of your mind. So nature of that very mind is like space, it's empty. So now all this my experience, my world, my universe, my perceptions, reflection of my mind is just is not absolute. It's not absolute. If it's absolute, everybody should see. Everybody should see. My perception of my perception of Kale is wonderful. Kale is wonderful. That's not absolute. If it's absolute, then everybody should see that Kale is absolute. Kale is wonderful, but that's not the case. Some people don't see Kale is wonderful. Huh? So all my perception, all my experience, whole my universe is not absolute. It's not inherent. If it's inherent, absolute, then everybody should see the same things. But that's not the case. No need to read the books. You ask somebody else. You say right away, oh, I don't like. You like something, that ask somebody else, do you like? Person may say, I don't like. Clearly prove this is your own experience, your perceptions. Oh. You know, that is shunyata. All my experience, whole my world, whole my universe is not absolute, it's just interpretation of my mind. Interpretation of my mind. That's what it is, interpretation of my mind. It's not inherent, it's not absolute, then pause on that. Pause on that, so that is shunyata. Okay, so now this like three principles express the path: renunciation, bodhicitta, shunyata, wisdom, realize, emptiness. Ti is a rangsem dewa chimbo so mibacha. So then after that, this meditation is kind of long, but you know, so that's how this is the meditations, how to deal with the physical sicknesses. Okay, so then after that, so then your mind becomes this, you know, great bliss. Then nawashana sanga lame jen jude chimbu jude janzo tabi nyingbo tujo wesa ba yapse ji tudam ji teo sanga le ji che sabi menga ki ne tatu be igi nyingbo ji sin sa archivos. And what Lama says here, this is tujo wesa ba tujo means a great yogi. So then this meditation then right after that you visualize your mind become the great bliss. Then nawashawa na rasera yukudangche. Nawasha then basically just environment's pure. Being inside environment, male, darker, female, darkness, just pure. Oh, tabaramjam. So that's what you should visualize. Tsudini sanga lame judes janzo chembo janzo tabi nyingbo's essence of all the highest yoga tantra teachings. Oh, this kind of meditations has a this meditation, how to deal with the sicknesses using shunyata meditations. Emptiness meditation is coming from highest yoga tantra, essence of the highest yoga tantra, Trupcho, great yogi, Vensawa, one of the Lama Tsongkhapa's main disciples, Vensawa, Jawa Vensawa, who managed to achieve enlightenment and vary this life, Jawa Vensawa. Some people say Vensawa crazy, Vensawa crazy, but just looks like, for normal people, that just looks like crazy, but actually it's not very crazy. It's like very close to become enlightened. Oh. So there's lineage. Vensa Ninju means like within the Lama Tsongkhapa tradition there's few lineage. Vensa Ninju means Vensawa, that's the name of the persons. Jawa Vensawa, one of the great yogi of Lama Tsongkhapa main disciple, managed to achieve enlightenment in very this lifetime. So there's certain lineage coming from Jawa Vensawa, it's called Vensa lineage. Oh. So this meditation is the main practice of Jawa Yuan and his disciples, and the essence of the highest Yoga Tantra teachings. Sawa leja che sawa, sawa secret, che sawa more secret. How do you say? Not just secret, then secret of secret, something like that, or more secret. Ne thought of Yigi Nyungmuchini Shindu Sama Chibos, and he put into like trying to explain into few words, even though this is very big practice, but he's trying to put into like few words. That's what it says. Thought of Yigi Nyungmuchini Shindu Sama Chiba Then finish. So now teaching on emptiness, the wisdom, the last perfection is complete. So now,
Before we, for the practice on how to deal with physical sicknesses, before we say pe, do we do some preliminary practices like refuge in bodhicitta prayer and four measurable minds and the seven limb prayer?
That's always good to do, always good to do. Why now have to have reason. Why refuge in bodhicitta? Why refuge prayer? If you are Buddhist, you take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha, that's why. Why bodhicitta? If you are Mahayana practitioner, then you generate bodhicitta. Because then for immeasurable, then that's meditation on compassion. Then why seven limb practice? To create merit, to become successful in your practice. Without merit, it's hard to, hard to actualize any path, any realization. You can just start with the pair, see how it goes. That's how it goes. That here, it just started with the pair. So,
So from a practical standpoint,
anybody's watching? Probably nobody's watching. Huh? Oh, okay.
so from a practical standpoint, if one is in pain or has a sickness that is quite evident, is the idea that doing this meditation and concentrating on the steps that you have outlined for us tonight, is it possible that at some point the pain or consequences of the sickness will no longer dominate your mind?
Yeah, I think it's very possible. That's what this meditation has been taught to you. Very possible.
Okay.
Or you can just do tolerant practice. If this is too complicated, you can do tolerant practice, because I promise you to explain these meditations, how to deal with sicknesses based on meditation on emptiness. So you can do tolerant practice. Also helps.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So now the question is how well we do, how sincerely we do. So then how much we concentrate. Yeah, that's like so. Any other questions? So that finished the six perfection teachings, or six perfections finally done after a couple of months. So now here, last Wednesday, I asked people to vote on topic, what topic that you want to hear me to explain next Wednesday. So then there's one question, probably I'm going to answer that right here. It's not going to be that long. So foundation of good quality, somebody asked?
Yes.
No, what they asked?
So the questions were a clarification of three terms within the foundation of all good qualities. One of the terms is the three types of morality. One was the two attainments.
This is the first one.
Yeah.
Three types of morality is Gyawa Chudu Simje Tunje. Gyawa Chudu Simje Tunje, Nijodam Chudumis. First one is called like accumulation of merit.
Abandoning misdeeds.
morality of accumulating merit, morality of benefiting other sentient beings, then morality of abandoning, all the negativities from the three doors. These are three types of moralities. Sometimes you see like three types of bodhisattva morality, same thing. Same thing. The second question?
The second was the two attainments.
Kale and chocolate chip cookie from Whole Foods. Kale and chocolate chip cookie from Whole Foods. That's two most important attainments. So make sure that everybody Sanskrit is called siddhi. Siddhi, common siddhi and uncommon siddhi. Spiritual attainment, common and uncommon. Grabbing something from the space, handful of diamond. That's one kind of spiritual attainment. Able to grab something from the space.
I'm guessing that's uncommon.
Uncommon.
Sounds a little uncommon.
That's the most secret one, cannot talk. Yeah, so so like able to walk like say normal people takes like 2 hours to cover like 6 miles. The person who has attained take probably like 30 seconds. Did you watch Mileposts movie? Mileposts movie? You see that somebody sends one messenger monks, how it goes, so that is attainment, spiritual attainment, common spiritual attainment. So that's something that you gain ability to walk. So one of the, I think French women or men, I think French men, women, went to Tibet long time ago.
Yeah, that was a woman.
Huh? Yeah, something like that. So that, so probably in her book, probably she was in Tibet at that time. I'm not surprised. She's probably looking down. Somebody's way down there. All the stuff is way up there. So in her book, so you read her book, so probably she witnesses something like that. That's all like spiritual attainment called siddhi, uncommon. Yeah, 2 types of siddhi, like common and uncommon. Gulgul. The detail. Go to Gulgul. Uncommon and common. So the last one.
Vajradhara. Just explaining who Vajradhara is.
Who is Vajradhara? American or Tibetan? The Shakyamuni Buddha, historical Buddha, so taught Kalachakra Tantra in Shambhala, not Shangri-La, Shambhala. So you cannot teach Tantra that because of course Shakyamuni Buddha is the first one who taught Kalachakra Tantra in Shambhala kingdom, requested by I think King Bimbisara, that's the king who rules Shambhala kingdoms, requested Kalachakra Tantra. So then Shakyamuni Buddha transformed himself into form of Vajradhara, usually is the center. There's 5 Buddha family. When you look at the mandala, so then each side, there's 4 of them. The center one, there's the Vajradhara, blue dark blue color. No, so that is what Shakyamuni Buddha manifests in the form of Vajradhara, throat Kalachara Tantra in Shambhala. So that's what Vajradhara is. Okay. Oh, Deva Dojichang, Deva Dojichang. Then, what is the second?
That was all the questions.
Another topic?
The other topic that was requested was karma biting.
Come abiding. Takes few months to learn how to sit like this. Maybe ask one more time. So if not, so then, yeah, I will teach karma abiding next Wednesday. So ask one more time. People ask, yeah, ask one more time. So, yeah. So, I think this question is answered.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So now we'll stop here. That's Gomar, no need. Just visualize. No need. Just visualize.
So go to page 100.
If you do meditations, whatever you learn Wednesday night, so that's going to be more than mandala offerings. So that's going to be one of the best offerings. Yeah. So that will be, yeah, mandala offering. Okay. So if we try, you try, I try, through meditation, all the teachings that I've been explaining, emptiness. So if you meditate a little bit, think about, so that's the best. Okay.
Okay, so can we just
Yeah,
chant it?
chant.
Okay. Saji perki shushi metok Lamrim Chenmo Nitegen Padi Sangye Shindu Mikte Mua Yidro Kunamdak Shila Chirpashok Jetsun Lame Kutseraktem Chinam Kodrile Chochur Gepadam Lozan Tempe Demesasum Gido Wemusa Tatsune Idam Guru Ratamandalakam Niryatayami. Turn to page 235 and we'll do the general dedication prayers. 235. Gewadi Nududak Lama Sangye Dugyune Doachikyang Malupa Dei Sala Gur Janshu Sencho Rinpoche, Ma Ke Panam Ke Gyuchik, Ke Wanyampa Me Payang, Gone Gondu Pelwa Shok, Jampel Power Jita Kempadang, Kundu Sampo De Yande Jinte, Deda Kunji Jesu Dalochu, Gewa Di Dan Tanche Raptungo. Dusun shepe gewa tanche ki ngowa ganda chotunga pade dashe gewe tsawa di kunkang sampo chuche rabtu ngowa gi dagi jine sape gewa di tendan dowa kuna kampe dang kepa jesun lo sandra bayi Tempe nimbo rindu selje sho. Then the short, long life prayers on 244, 245. Gandhi rawe kowe shinkam di pendan dewa malu jingwene chenre ziguan tenzin gyatsoyi shape site bardu tengyuchi. Jonu ien ala wanshodu awatare tsembara sopa losan gewe de ton le persho shase genge lama soa de tupsu chanchin jangen gewe tenzin kyombewe kunse do potse Choksum kudwele mujudu Padok sodu gundu shakten shok Mi me tsewe te chen chen rezi Rime kempe wampo champe yang kanchen kepe tsugen Tsongkhapa lo sandrape jabla soa de Om taritu re soha 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 Om taritu re soha
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good night.